So we left off here yesterday after Tarrasch mistakenly gave up his two bishops in the exchange where Lopez. And let's go forward a few moves. Eight, and the moves are just kind of normal at this point. Nothing too crazy happens. G5, F5. Yeah, I don't know about G5, but it was played. Knight G3, pawn takes, knight takes. Bishop F5, H5, Rook D7. Again, I feel like White has misplayed it a little bit. But White to move in this position, what move would you play here? Would you capture Black's Rook? Or would you simply sit tight and kind of hold the position? Which move would you play? Or, third choice, would you play Rook C3 and avoid the trade of rooks completely? And concede the D file to Black? Alright, I'm going to show you what happened here. There's no correct answer. The position is relatively equal here, to be quite honest. White played a very strange move. I mean, rook takes rook is just like kind of normal. I think somehow White should have, I don't know, played a little more patiently and not allowed this F5 move. And I think once he did that, he kind of was close to equality. But he played a move that just shocked me. Rook to C3. I mean, just how can you do this? Just conceding the D file to his opponent. In my mind, it's a totally mind-blowing, shocking move that, you know, I would never play this move. It would just, first of all, it's not objectively like a great move either, but it would just be hard for me to play this move, even for like tricky reasons. I don't even know what his plan was exactly. But watch what happens. This is why it's amazing. Rook D1, king to F4. He wanted to keep rooks on the board, you know, for some reason he thought it would be useful. Bishop to D7. Now already Black messes up. He should probably just take this, and Black should be fine here. If pawn takes, I'm guessing king D6. And the rook can just check from behind and blockade this e-pawn. But for whatever reason, he played bishop to D7. I think the idea was now Black was getting optimistic because he had this active rook. And this is just an example of kind of Lasker's psychological strengths. Like he finds ways to make the opponent go wrong, which is the same thing they say about Carlsen. Like this move rook c3 just crazy to me, but just watch how it all turns out. Knight g3, king e5. And all of a sudden, White has just a super active king, and his pawns are just racing down the board. And, you know, very shortly, now he's almost like overwhelming position. G7, and the game is over after White's next move, knight h4, with the idea of knight g6. Okay, somehow the game continues, but now he resigned. I just thought this was like the epitome of Lasker's play. Like, you know, he just gets this completely normal position. For some insane reason goes rook c3. Like, I'm telling you, it's just a weird move. Usually, modern-day grandmasters would just trade and probably agree to a draw. But he has this boundless optimism that his opponent will mess up. And it was rewarded. I mean, bishop to d7, just a bad move. Bishop takes knight, and equality would have been best. I think he really just got optimistic, thinking his rook behind these pawns could give him some counter chances, but he was wrong. And now, after the white king invaded to e5, it was all white from here. And Lasker took the lead 1-0. So, by the way, we're covering the I'm recapping the candidates. I know it's a few months ago, so on every second day we're going to be looking at that tournament. So this match will be coming every second day for about 2 weeks, and then we'll finish the match with daily updates. But I just thought this was a kind of amazing game. First, the two bishops idea from the beginning is really important. Modern day players understand those little subtleties a lot better. And secondly, this conceding the D file to Black. I mean, really surprising stuff. And yet he won easily after doing it. And Black just kind of misplayed the position. And And having rooks on the board really helped in this case. So, remarkable finish and a 1-0 lead for Lasker. Thanks, guys, for watching. Bye-bye.